Hi everyone, and welcome once again to my video blog. So today I'm going to be talking about jealousy. The reason being that I think a lot of transgender people are jealous. Maybe it's a problem that mostly pre-transition people have, but also trans people who've also transitioned. I think there's a lot of trans people out there who are jealous of other trans people or of genetic girls. I get messages on a pretty regular basis, people telling me, I wish I could do what you've done, I wish I could be as pretty as you, I'm so jealous, blah blah blah. I also get, a fair amount of, honestly, disparaging comments, negative comments. People telling me that I need to fix my voice, that I'm not pretty, that I need to do X, Y, Z, blah blah blah. Or, just like backhanded compliments like, oh, you're so pretty, too bad that you don't have X, Y, or Z, too bad that you can't fix this, too bad that you have white shoulders, stuff like that. And, I think the only possible interpretation is that these people are jealous of me. And I think that's pretty sad. I think it's pretty sad because, I'm putting myself out there, I'm making these videos, with the goal of possibly helping other people who are thinking about transitioning or who are transitioning, giving them some advice, being very open about my life, about myself and all that. And clearly just from people who don't appreciate that, possibly because they're jealous, people who see me and who feel, I don't know, threatened, hostile, jealous. And it's very unfortunate because I think jealousy, when you're jealous, it only hurts yourself. It doesn't bring you anything at all. It makes you, angry inside. It makes you sad. It makes you want to hurt the other person. It's a very negative emotion. Jealousy is you being your own enemy, in a way. It's not going to help you get closer to your goal at all to be jealous of other people. And I myself, I'm not immune to jealousy. I have a tendency, I had, a couple of years ago especially, a tendency to, take the subway in the morning to go to school, and I see a lot of pretty girls all the time, genetic girls who are, 16, 20, 22, who are extremely pretty, wearing very nice clothes, with their iPhones and their iPods and their friends, and they just seem to be very happy. And, to me as an external observer, you can't help but feel like, bam, their life looks so easy, they look so happy, I wish things were that simple for me, I wish I could have been a genetic girl, I wish I could have had, happy teenage years like they seem to be having, etc., etc. But of course the truth is, I don't know anything about these people, I don't really know what's going on in their life, I'm only seeing them for a brief moment in time. Quite possibly they could be dealing with things that I have no idea about, and quite possibly I have no reason to be jealous of them. And I think I've been pretty good at ridding myself of jealousy because I've come to the conclusion that, jealousy is useless. Jealousy only hurts you inside, and jealousy, it's a very self-destructive thing, and it keeps you from progressing in a way. I think the truth is, you can look at the past, you can look at younger people, but it's not going to help you because you can't go back in time, you can't change the past, and we don't live in a world where you're going to find a magic genie in a bottle and it's going to grant you some wishes someday and just, give you all the things you want and make you a 16-year-old super pretty girl and give you a new life. That's not going to happen. Nobody's going to save you. If you want something, if transitioning is what you want, if becoming a woman is what you want, you're going to have to make the steps and save yourself. That's the only way you're going to get there. And being angry and jealous at other people is not going to bring you what you want. It has to come from you. It has to be you who makes that effort, that first step, and who steps through that door, as scary as it might be. And the truth is, none of us are getting any younger. I'm 26, and some people are going to be like, oh my god, you're so young, I really wish I could have done that when I were your age. Well, I'm 26, I wish I could have started my transition when I was 12, like some other trans people are able to do nowadays. A very small minority, but lucky them. But still, what's it gonna do to me? Like, if I look at those people who are 12 and who are transitioning, I should be happy for them. You should be happy for those people. They're very lucky, and it's a good thing that the world is progressing, and that nowadays some parents are able to support their child through something like that. I'm not gonna become younger and be able to reverse my past. I'm 26, and very soon, in a couple of months, I'm gonna be 27. 28, 29, I'm not getting any younger. There's no way to change my past. The only thing I can do is make my future better. I can only appreciate the present and look towards the future and hope to make it better. And the same goes for you. And even if you're 50 or 60 or 70 years old, you can only hope to have something better in your future. And being jealous of other people is not going to bring you that. You have to do something for yourself and appreciate what you have and work with what you have. When I started my transition, I thought I was too masculine to ever be passable. I was a pretty masculine looking guy. I think I had, a full beard and pretty wide shoulders, which I still have, and I was 195 pounds, I had a pretty big frame, and I didn't think it was going to work out. I didn't think it was possible. But luckily, I had a trans friend, who encouraged me and who saw my potential and who told me, no, I think you're going to be able to pass. With estrogen and with time, and with some patience, you'll get there eventually. And I gave it a shot. I started transitioning slowly, and eventually I got where I wanted to be. Of course, I've had facial feminization surgery, which I think helps me pass to a certain extent, but I think you just have to go progressively and take those first steps. And as soon as you start taking those first steps, you're going to start feeling better. And that's my message for today, basically. To those who are jealous, I hope you can be optimistic for the future and work on making your own life better with what you have. You might think that you're stuck in a shitty situation, that what you have is crap. But what you have is all you have, and you better work with it. You better make something out of your life. Maybe you think that being trans is such a horrible suffering, and that life is so unfair, but there's always someone who has it worse than you. And you ought to start working on this today. That's it for today, people. Bye-bye.